Hello, my name is Milk and I can't record for the life of me. This reading is for fixed signs. You can apply your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I just think your moon sign is the most accurate. The beginning of the week ahead for you guys, I get the impression that you've been really focused on keeping up with appearances. Even if it's to your detriment, even if it's not the most helpful or healthy for you, it's like you're trying to put on a brave face or appear like you have something that maybe you don't, or maybe you just don't have it in a way that you want to present yourself that you do. So like, for example, say that you are a cooking YouTube channel and you don't know how to cook, or you are a person who is, middle class like the rest of us, but you're trying to appear like you have more money around your friends or something. That's kind of the vibe that I'm mainly getting about this week. However, can keep in mind that like I'm just giving you a metaphor for how I'm interpreting the cards, and how it actually plays out might be different for you, but that's like the vibe, is keeping up with appearances in some way in your life. However, towards the end of the week, I feel like you end up spending a lot more than you need to. I don't know if it's, again, like I don't know if you're keeping up with appearances and you're like overexerting, or you're overdoing yourself in some way that you really didn't need to in the first place. Or maybe it's you over-explaining yourself in a situation where no one's really entitled. Oh my god, my dogs. No one's really entitled or even like deserves that kind of explanation from you. Like, who are they to feel that entitled to you? It's just, the vibe is like you are just overdoing something, you're over-explaining something, you're overspending. And it's kind of like you need to just save your breath. It's not even that like you feel the need to please someone, or that you feel the need to, like, I don't know, comfort someone, but I feel like you are in this habit of needing to prove yourself, and all that does is actually further drain you. So as annoying as this week is going to sound, it's like people could be nitpicking or making assumptions about you, but like you're going to have the most peace when you just let them. The more that you continue to like explain yourself, or the more you continue to like try to get people to understand where you're coming from. Because the thing about, like, especially with me, with what I've learned with being on social media since 2017, is people don't want to hear your side of the story. They want to make an assumption, and they want to be, and they don't care if you don't feel that it's right. They don't care. So it's just kind of like having that experience for me personally. Like, I know now that when people often, why are my dogs out to get me today? Feels like a personal attack. But I feel like when people want to make an assumption about you, they might not be that open to hearing an opinion that conflicts with them. And it also kind of boils down to like, why would you want to explain yourself to someone who's not even trying to understand where you're coming from? Again, this could not necessarily be like a social situation. It could just be like the overall energy this week is like, you don't need to go above and beyond for a situation, for a work establishment, for anything that isn't really trying to see or give you the benefit of the doubt. It's like maybe you're being accused of something that you didn't do, and instead of like trying to like really go out of your way to plead your case, I feel like people don't really care that much. Like, they care to make an assumption, but they don't really care enough to like hear you out, if that makes sense. Like, people just want a bad guy for the moment, so I think just like letting people just write the narratives, letting people think whatever, letting people do whatever, and just kind of minding your own business this week, like keeping to yourself, focusing on building yourself up, focusing on not spending so much this week. And I know I feel like I might say that often, but I really feel like you need to just hold back financially. There could be some like big impulsive decisions that you're trying to just like go through, or have, but I'm telling you, you're going to thank me later. If you can avoid it, if you can put it off for at least this week, it might be better for you, because I do feel like you go through a lot more money than you realize, or than you were ready to go through, and then you feel very regretful by the end of the week. So just let's avoid that altogether. You're gonna have more peace this week when you just let things go, and when you like stop trying to overanalyze or dwell, or just like try to plead your case. Because like the thing is, right now no one really cares. They just want to make their snap judgment, they want to move on, they don't really care about you. That's basically the vibe. Like, they don't really care enough to give you any kind of explanation or to hear you out, so don't care about trying to give them the explanation when they don't want to hear it, So that's basically where I'm at with that. Let me pull a few more cards. I get there's just like a lot of anxiety this week from you. Again, there's some theme about like money loss or being drained. So really just, I'm not trying to sound like gimmicky or cheesy, but if you could just keep an eye on your money this week, if you can just cut some expenses, make some compromises, I just think it could do you a world of good. I also am getting this weird vibe. I have 7 of Wands as well in the mix. I don't know if I read you guys all the cards. Did I? Strength, King of Wands, and the Devil reversed, and Two of Cups reversed for the beginning of the week. King of Pentacles reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and King of Swords reversed was the end of the week. And then I got Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands reversed, Five of Pentacles upright. Did I already say Seven of Cups? Yeah, anyways. So I feel like you could be caught in, remember how I said earlier, like people are quick to misunderstand you, but it's not really something that you did wrong. I feel like maybe you were caught in the middle of like maybe a disagreement with friends. You're caught in the middle with two colleagues having very different opinions. You're just like caught up in the wrong situation at the wrong time, and it's not really your fault, but I also feel like people are just giving you a lot more slack than you need or than you deserve. And I do feel like your take with the situation maybe is like, I'm gonna financially schmooze people to get them back on my right side, and then you spend way more money to impress people that don't even really deserve it in the first place. Granted, again, I could be off about all of this. This could just be a metaphor for something that plays out very differently, but with the same kind of steps or vibe. But I do feel like this week is basically just about, I don't know, if like I would look at these cards and be like, read my books all week, don't text people back, play Animal Crossing, got it. Like that seems to just be like the safest approach. And also if you do see yourself like really wanting the urge to buy something, and I'm not saying like don't buy gas if you're low on gas, I'm saying like don't make a lot of frivolous purchases, but make a list of all the frivolous purchases that you really want to do this week, and then next week look at them and then get whatever if you still want them. But yeah, so that seems to be the vibe this week. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media links are down below, and I will see you in my next video. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm hungover, and okay, so I'll read all the cards that I just pulled for you, but long story short, I feel like you're kind of over a friend group or over certain people in your environment, and you're about to like kind of distance yourself from them and go into a different crowd or make new friends, or basically just kind of like remove yourself from certain people. And I feel like while you're doing this, I feel like people are making you feel like you're crazy, or you're just losing it for putting up those boundaries or being true to what doesn't feel right for you. And the whole time like people are just like, wow, oh my gosh, like what, you're so weird. But then like the whole time like you know you're doing the right thing. And I do end up feeling like you later find out something about these people that like really just affirms it for you that they weren't really that generous, loyal, or nice, kind to you, you know, those kinds of things. So let's see. I have Five of Swords reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords, and Queen of Wands at the beginning of the week. So I do feel like the beginning of the week you really just take a step back from something and just go into an entirely different route. I'm feeling like it's about relationship dynamics or friends. However, I do feel like, I don't know, there's a theme around just being discouraged or just feeling like you are just tired. I think that's just basically, you're just fed up. It's not even that you're angry. I don't see like rage. I don't see like drama. I just feel like you're just kind of over a situation that you've been dealing with for a very long time. So with that being said, I do have the Lovers at the end of the week. I do also have Two of Cups and Three of Cups reversed at the end of the week, but I also have the Lovers upright, and so it kind of makes me feel like the people who really care about you and really want to make an effort to be in your life and like don't have any kind of hidden agendas or issues or whatever, or ego, I guess, I feel like they're going to still remain your friends by the end of the week. They're going to allow you that grace to like have your space, to figure things out, to take your time, and they're just kind of like, they know you're going through something, and they're like, I'm sure my dogs are mad, let me check on them. Something really affirming about all of the drama, or not even drama, but just like the fatigue that you might be feeling, is that you're just going to feel a lot more authentic and true to yourself. I feel like, especially with King of Wands and Strength at the end of the week, it's really affirming that you're making the right decisions for you, even if other people don't understand it. Again, I don't really even feel like it's a dramatic week. I don't really feel like you're like, I mean, okay, I do have Three of Swords at the beginning of the week, but I don't really feel like it's like you like breaking up with someone. I don't know, I don't get the impression that it's so like intense. I just get that it's like you are tired and you're willing to put something down and either revisit it later or just never pick it up again. It's more of just like a I am fed up kind of feeling. I don't even feel like it's like a big falling out or like conversation with someone. I think you just go into a different direction, and that's basically all that comes of it, or that's all that happens with it. I feel like it's also just like you break a habit that hasn't been sitting well with you for a while. So maybe I have the impression that like you have had these friends or had these roommates or had these situations with people where you weren't really able to speak openly. Maybe they were very sensitive. Everything you say, like, they just take it the worst way possible, and I feel like you're always drained or you're always fatigued. And I feel like this week you've just gone kind of into yourself, spending more time like doing things for yourself or hanging out with people that don't feel that tiring for you. And maybe you miss them by the end of the week or something, but I also feel like you affirm that, yeah, this person is draining you, or yeah, this situation is draining you. Like maybe you take a few days off of work and fix up your resume, and also like notice that while you've been away from work you just feel so much happier. Like it just seems like you switch up a routine that you're so accustomed to, and then you feel better for it. So that seems to be the vibe. I feel like this reading was a little bit hard to get through. So I hope that the message came out clear. I tried to be very like meticulous about the detail. Let me know if you liked it. If you want a one-on-one reading with me, you can book one with me. If you want a affordable one-on-one reading with me on Patreon, you can book one with me. And yeah, all my links are down below. I'll see you in my next video. You're giving too many second chances to people who maybe don't deserve it. I don't know why, because there really isn't a strong inclination for any of the spread to make me feel like this is about your job, but I still like strongly want to just feel like it is. Maybe it's intuition, I don't know, but I feel like you're putting up with more than you should, maybe in your home, maybe in your family, maybe in a dynamic with someone that you feel it's like an obligated. You're doing something out of obligation, maybe work, again, maybe family, or like a roommate situation where you're giving out too many second chances, you're being too tolerant, you're being too patient with these people or with the situation, and they aren't really being helpful to you or understanding of you and your situation. I feel like it's a theme around just, I don't know, I feel like it's just really, I feel like it's like maybe nice guys finish last kind of vibe. I think I said that last week. I feel like you're trying to make up with someone or give someone grace or forgiveness for a falling out or a conflict that you had, but it's not really like they apologize. It's not really like they listened to what you needed them to change. I think you just kind of have accepted that you've like, I feel like you have it in your head that you just have to make peace with a situation, when really it's like someone else is at your mercy, or like a situation is like needing of you more than you need them. And I think that you've just become used to doing it. You've been used to like tolerating it or handling it, and I don't really feel like that's necessarily fair for you. At the end of the week I have the Lovers upright, I have Queen of Pentacles reversed, again makes me feel like about jobs, Knight of Wands reversed, and the Star reversed. So this week is kind of yucky, you know, this week is kind of harsh for you. I'm a little concerned as your friend. I feel like you're doing the same things over and over again that make you miserable. And I feel like it's just, you feel like you have to when you really don't. And you know, I get it. It's really scary to quit a job. It's really scary to try to apply to a new place. I get that those are all things that like really stop us. I get that it can be scary to stand up for people or stand up to people when we have to live with them, or, you know, tell someone that we're feeling a certain way about, you know, no one wants to feel taken advantage of, but no one also has to tell someone that they are taking advantage of them. I feel like that's even harder. So I get that the energy is funky, but I feel like if you're not careful, you're going to be putting your own mental health and well-being on the back burner to over accommodate a situation or a person that doesn't deserve it. It's not worth it. I do have Two of Wands reversed, Seven of Swords reversed, and the World reversed as like kind of side commentary on all of it. So I really feel like you're in a really heavy headspace. I feel like you're questioning a lot of your options. You're questioning like if you're qualifiable, and it makes me very sad. It makes me very like disappointed, because I feel like this whole spread is just you not seeing your worth and then accepting less than what you deserve. And I know like it's very easy for me to get on my soapbox and give you a melodramatic tarot reading, and I know that you can probably take this with a grain of salt, but thanks Barney. Thank you for choosing this moment to start loudly playing with your toy. Hold on, let me hold him. Want to be in the video? Okay, you can be in the video. But yeah, I feel like you deserve to not feel so much anxiety and stress over decisions or over actions that aren't even yours to begin with. It's nice of you to always be so responsible, but the fact that everyone else is like leaning on you to always be the most responsible person or the most tolerant person isn't necessarily fair. And I do think that you should explore other options, even just for your own mental health and peace of mind, because you're in this mindset of you have no way out. And I think as long as you keep thinking that way, and again, I don't know your situation, I'm not going to tell you on my soapbox that, you know, I don't know, I'm not going to tell you about yourself because that's like not my place, but I do feel like at the same time, especially if this is about a job, you need to just know that you have other options. Like even just the peace of mind of fixing up your resume, submitting them randomly, going on interviews randomly, you know, just for the fun or for the sake of it, and seeing how eager people are to hire you, seeing how qualifiable you are, that could do a world of like an ego boost for you. And also like I just think that you again need to stand up for yourself a little bit, you know, maybe stop forgiving behavior that is repetitive. I feel bad because it's like kind of a sad reading, but I really hope that this week lightens up for you. I hope you're gentle with yourself. I hope you make sure you eat comfort meals and drink lots of water and do things for yourself. But also I mainly just hope that you stop putting up with crummy situations and people, or, you know, if you live somewhere and you can't get away from your roommate, lock the door, okay? Put your headphones in. Like do what you can to just like protect your own well-being this week, because again, I just think it's mainly you being too nice. And yeah, overall, I hope that this was helpful. Gosh, I just feel so bummed out now. But if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next week's video.